This is CTV News with Nafisa Kareem.
That's when we thought that, yeah, it could be him.
Tonight, tragic discovery. The body of a missing Mid-Island student is found near a key highway corridor in Nanaimo. Also tonight,
be surrounded by healthy people, healthy behaviors, creating connections so that when you get out, you're not alone.
A new addictions facility on the West Shore looks to raise funds to support island trades workers who are seeking relief through recovery. Plus, Adam finds out the story behind a man who regularly walks for blocks while playing a guitar. Later on the Sawatsky sign-off. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. A young man who was reported missing last week has been found dead near a key corridor in Nanaimo. As the RCMP launches a criminal investigation, loved ones here and half a world away are mourning the loss of a dear friend and family member. CTV's Anna McMillan has more.
Nanaimo RCMP say the body of Mahadi Redwan was found yesterday near Highway 19, not far from where he went missing.
Yesterday, after the big investigation going on near the Highway 19, that's when we thought that, yeah, it could be him.
The 23-year-old man was last seen around 8 p.m. on November 2nd at a Thrifty Foods. RCMP believe he died here along the highway just 15 minutes later.
First, we thought that he might be abducted, but we also were thinking it could be a hit and run.
As that friend and others wonder what happened, RCMP aren't offering many answers other than saying this is a criminal investigation.
They need another 2-3 days just to know what exactly happened to him.
Police want to hear from anyone who has dash cam footage from that night between Turner Road and Mostar Road.
The kind of person he is, he's very respectful and very kind.
Friends say Redwan was calm and quiet and a man of faith. He was from Bangladesh and only recently moved to Nanaimo for work.
He has a family back home who he actually does take responsibility for them. I can't imagine what they're actually going through at this moment.
Nanaimo's Bangladeshi community is meeting tonight to discuss ways to support Redwan's family while they wait for answers and accountability. Anna McMillan, CTV News.
For those working in the trades, there can be a lot of stigma when it comes to asking for help. And for those dealing with substance abuse issues, that could mean the difference between life and death. A fundraising effort on the West Shore is underway to create a sober community clubhouse called The Forge that will help those who build our communities rebuild their lives. Here's CTV's Brendan Strain.
I really felt quite a bit of hopelessness. I felt that there was no way out.
Spencer Marley has spent his career in the trades, and for a lot of those years, he fought a battle with addiction behind closed doors.
I did a lot of suffering in silence.
Spencer says he's now on the winning side of his battle, although many working in the trades are still quietly fighting in silence.
Among the people who are dying of overdoses who are employed, definitely there's a disproportionate representation in the trades.
In Langford, a new project is underway called The Forge. Its focus will be to assist those to find help through a suite of mental health and substance use support programs. It is being built by and for those in the trades.
They're the ones building our communities and no one's building anything for them.
Mike Manhas is the founder of the Rewired Recovery Foundation, and The Forge is his brainchild. He says recovery is a long journey that he has fought as well, and The Forge will bridge the gap between treatment and lifelong sobriety.
Be surrounded by healthy people, healthy behaviors, creating connections so that when you get out, you're not alone.
There will be counseling services, recovery coaching, and the hub will act as a sober social clubhouse, because often the opposite side of addiction can be connections. Fundraising for the project began just 8 weeks ago with a goal of raising $500,000. As of today, just shy of $250,000 has been raised through 6 municipalities as well as public donations.
It was really a simple thing for me to get behind.
The main driver of the fundraising effort has been the West Shore Developers Association, made up of roughly 60 construction companies, predominantly based in the West Shore.
It just seems so logical to be able to get behind a program like this.
I still go through challenges myself, and I have people that I can talk to.
As the fundraising effort continues, The Forge is hoping to open its doors later next year. And when that happens, Spencer will act as a peer supporter, helping those he works alongside with every day.
Maybe I can share some resources with somebody or even share my experience.
Brendan Strain, CTV News, Langford.
Changes are coming to disability benefits in BC for people who are in a relationship and both parties are on disability assistance.
We're eliminating the spousal clawback So couples on disability assistance can each keep their full support amount.
Minister of Social Development and Poverty Reduction Sheila Malcolmson made the announcement in her Nanaimo riding this morning, along with other MLAs. The province says more than 6,500 families will see their disability assistance benefits finally be combined, including Julie and James of Nanaimo, who have been married for more than 4 years. Both are on disability, which has made it difficult for them to make ends meet.
It was a month-to-month thing where we had to find a way to scrounge for money every month just to be able to make a living. And we both work, but it doesn't pay enough for the bills, especially with the inflation now.
The dual disability assistance benefit for couples will roll out starting December 1st. The 8-week strike by BC's public service workers is officially over. Union members have now voted to ratify their new contract. BCGEU members voted in favor of ratifying the tentative agreement reached between the union and the province. The BCGEU says 79% of its members took part in the vote, and out of that, 89.3% voted to ratify the agreement. Now, under the deal, employees will receive a general wage increase of 3% per year for 4 years, along with non-monetary improvements and enhanced benefits. This marks the official end of a historic 8-week strike by public service workers. If you're looking for a reason to visit Saanich Commonwealth Place, then a brand new poolside attraction could be just the thing to get you there. A new water slide has been installed at the community favorite pool. After 32 years of supplying Saanich with a big splash of fun, the municipality moved to replace the old slide with a safer, more modern version. In addition to its shiny facade, the new fully enclosed water slide also features aqualucent panels, giving the rider a visual spectacle from the inside.
So those are the stripes and polka dots that you see on the surface of the slide. And when you're inside the slide, they actually act like colorful windows. So when you're sliding down, it gives the impression that you're actually going through a light show of polka dots and concentric circles, which gives a really unique riding experience.
With its grand opening slated for next Wednesday, the brand new slide also boasts better accessibility compared to its predecessor, with its minimum rider height dropping from 48 inches down to 40. Camosun College has acquired a new piece of cutting-edge body composition technology that's being used by both athletes and students. The Dual Energy X-ray scanner, otherwise known as DEXA, is a clinical-grade tool that provides highly detailed insights into things like body fat percentage, bone content, and muscle mass. The scanner is currently being used in the college's kinesiology courses, providing students with hands-on experience with industry-leading equipment. Now, the use goes beyond the classroom, giving exercise scientists, health professionals, and elite athletes a better understanding of their physical makeup.
So anyone can use it. Anyone who's interested in seeing that data, seeing their body composition, they can access that by contacting our front desk, and they will book you up an appointment with one of our athletic therapists who can take you through that. And any groups that might be interested as well, we can potentially pair with the kinesiology program and maybe provide that as a learning experience for them.
The machine is the third of its kind in Victoria and the first to be used outside of a hospital setting. The Canadian Coast Guard officially accepted delivery of its newest research vessel today at Seaspan's North Vancouver shipyards.
The Coast Guard ship Napaleptic will become the Canadian Coast Guard's largest dedicated science vessel and the fourth large vessel delivered to the Coast Guard under the National Shipbuilding Strategy.
The 88-meter vessel is packed with cutting-edge technology for ocean research, from deep-sea mapping to climate studies. Named after an Inuk elder, the new vessel is a $1.47 billion replacement for the Coast Guard's decommissioned ship Hudson. It will set sail for Victoria tomorrow before making its way to its home port in Halifax next year. Longtime Victoria broadcaster and on-air personality Steve Duffy has passed away. A former CFAX 1070 news and sports anchor spent decades on Victoria's airwaves. His passion for local sports was well known within the community, making frequent appearances at venues across the region. Survived by his wife and children, Duffy passed on November 11th after a lengthy battle with multi-system atrophy. He was 73 years old. Still to come, the federal announcement of fast-tracked projects.
Silisms will become Canada's second largest LNG facility with a capacity to export 12 million tons of LNG every year. to new markets.
Mark Carney touches down in Terrace to give the go-ahead on a countrywide list of nation-building projects. 8 degrees, very slight wind. Josh will be back after the break with the full forecast.
CTV weather brought to you by Expedia Cruises, customizing dream vacations with unbelievable value. Call or learn more at expediacruises.ca.
Hey, West Shore youth, looking for a fun spot to hang out? Youth nights are here. Skating, art, swims, and a place to chill. Staff-led and supervised for a safe, inclusive vibe. Check out wspr.ca for more info.
It is time to check in with Josh in the weather department. Josh, the rain not quite behind us yet.
Thanks, Tafisa. Some more wet weather on the way for at least parts of the island over the course of the next 24 hours. Overnight tonight, just cloudy skies across the island. And tomorrow morning, we're just looking at cloudy skies as well for most areas. Starting to see a little bit of shower activity rolling in towards northern areas. Look at how that spreads right across the island through the afternoon hours tomorrow. So best chance for Victoria to see some rain will be tomorrow night into early Saturday morning. As far as how much rain, well, it looks like about 10 to 15 millimeters, gusts to around 50 or 60 kilometers per hour in the north, high of 6 tomorrow. Some more rain in the forecast for Saturday, although it'll be really light and spotty on Saturday, and then some heavier rain slides back in on Sunday. About 20 to 30 millimeters potentially across the north. Inland areas, about 10 to 15 millimeters of rain tomorrow. That'll start in the afternoon and carry through the evening hours. High of 7 tomorrow, which is right around average. And then 8s and 9s for the weekend and early next week. Some light spotty rain on Saturday, and then some potentially heavier rain there Sunday night into early Monday morning. We'll keep an eye on that. 10 to 20 millimeters of rain out on the west coast. Most of that falling late tomorrow into early Saturday. Gusty as well for tomorrow. High of 9 up to 11 on Saturday in the rain, and then 9 Sunday, Monday with some more rain to start next week. Looks a little drier by Tuesday, though. Comox, breezy, gusts to about 40, maybe 50 kilometers per hour. Most of the rain tomorrow will be late in the day, although even through the early afternoon hours, you might see a few spotty showers, a few showers potentially as well on Saturday with a high of 9. And then Sunday, dry and cloudy for most of the day, but by Sunday late afternoon into the evening, the rain returns. In Nanaimo, cloudy and 8 degrees tomorrow. Some rain starting tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Periods of rain off and on through the day Saturday. Looks like maybe 5 to 15 millimeters of rain in the Nanaimo area by the end of Saturday. Drier for Sunday with the chance of rain returning on Monday. And in Victoria, 6 degrees tomorrow morning. Will be overcast all day, and in the afternoon and through the evening hours, we'll see some showers. High of about 9 tomorrow, which is right around average. 10 and a few spotty showers on Saturday, and 11 with a few scattered showers Sunday, although neither day this weekend looks like heavy, steady rain. It'll just be sort of hit and miss precipitation. Monday could be a little bit steadier. CTV Weather is brought to you by Expedia Cruises for air, land, and sea vacations.
Thanks, Josh. Prime Minister Mark Carney was in Terrace today, where his government unveiled its second set of mega projects that will be fast-tracked. Among the 6 projects, a liquefied natural gas development in BC's interior and a graphite mine in Quebec. CTV's Mike LeCouture reports.
They are part of nation-building strategies to transform our economies.
The Prime Minister says the transformation is necessary because it's estimated U.S. tariffs and the accompanying uncertainty will cost the Canadian government $50 billion. It's why one of the projects supported by the federal government is a BC liquefied natural gas facility.
Silicim's will become Canada's second largest LNG facility with a capacity to export 12 million tons of LNG every year to new markets.
In addition to that facility, the second round of projects includes a hydroelectric development project in Iqaluit, the Sisson Mine project in New Brunswick, the Crawford Nickel Mine project in northern Ontario, the North Coast Transmission Line in northwestern BC, and the Nouveau Monde Graphite Mine north of Montreal. All of them at various stages of development. And the head of the major projects office says her role will be to speed up the process.
Our job is all about making sure that people get across the line, get everything they need to get built on time and on budget.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre says the new federal office is part of the problem.
He's created yet another bureaucracy, a new bureaucratic hurdle for miners and oil and gas enterprises and other resource companies to jump through in order to get anything approved.
While the goal is to make Canada less reliant on trade with the U.S., some researchers say governments need to look beyond the current trade issues.
We need to think about what's going to happen with that land after mining's finished. What post-mining land uses could be secured there.
In addition to the 6 projects, the federal office will implement a strategy to improve infrastructure in an area between BC and Yukon, also known as the Northwest Critical Conservation Corridor. Mike Lecouteur, CTV News, Ottawa.
In Washington, the White House is downplaying private emails from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's estate. Among the 20,000 documents released, in several exchanges, Epstein references his friend Donald Trump, casting new scrutiny on their relationship. CTV's Joy Malbin has more in Washington.
In newly released emails, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein wrote a New York Times reporter in 2015, suggesting he might have dirt on Donald Trump. Would you like photos of Donald and girls in bikinis in my kitchen? And in 2019, when President Trump was running for re-election, Epstein wrote author Michael Wolff, alleging Trump knew about Epstein's criminal behavior. He wrote, of course he knew about the girls, and he asked Ghislaine to stop. Epstein also confirmed in an email the former Prince Andrew was photographed with one of Epstein's victims, the late Virginia Giuffre, contradicting Andrew's claim that he never met her.
Categorically, I don't remember meeting her at all.
President Trump has denied all allegations of wrongdoing, but his administration continues to push back against releasing the Justice Department's case files, FBI investigations, names, and the scope of Epstein's crimes, abuse survivors pleading for the truth to come out.
Just rip the Band-Aid off all at once, give the public what they need, and give us what we need, which is transparency. The other survivors, my survivor sisters, they're not going away.
In Washington, the politics are shifting. More Republicans now are joining Democrats demanding full public disclosure of Epstein's crimes.
I would remind my colleagues that this vote is going to be on your record for longer than Trump is going to be president.
The pressure on this White House is not letting up. Democrats now have the numbers to force a vote next week that could lead to the full release of the Epstein files. Joy Malbin, CTV News, Washington.
Coming up, strolling soundtrack. Adam finds out why a man walks for blocks while strumming his guitar. Next on the Sawatsky Sign-Off.
A trusted voice focused on Vancouver Island first.
Good news for tourism.
Sharing stories.
We're here at Esquimalt Lagoon
that hit closest to home.
Housing is a growing issue. What's your plan?
Watch weekdays at 4:30 and at ctvnewsvancouverisland.ca.
107.3 Virgin Radio is Victoria's #1 hit music station. Home of Bailey and Johnny in the morning. Download the free iHeartRadio app and listen to 107.3 Virgin Radio everywhere.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Finally, it may be gray and rainy today, but when the sun returns, a man who Adam recently met will likely embark on a big walk with his acoustic guitar. Here's tonight's Sawatsky Sign-Off.
Before he took his guitar outside on this day, Drew had been feeling stuck inside for a few days.
I am trying to get some energy. I've been feeling sort of burnt out.
Perhaps it was the weather. Perhaps it was his arthritis, or perhaps it was because of all the other stuff one has to worry about.
I look for stuff.
What do you look for?
Cans, food, clothing.
But today, Drew isn't looking for anything specific because he's already found something wonderful.
The sunshine draws me out to play.
And on the sunniest of days, Drew will play a repertoire of his favorites from the 70s and 80s while walking countless kilometers across multiple neighborhoods.
I don't have a dog. I'm not really a dog person.
So you have?
I'm more into cats.
So you don't walk a dog, so you walk your guitar?
I sort of walk my guitar, yeah.
And like people walking dogs inevitably stop and talk with other people who have dogs, Drew usually meets other people who play music, or at least appreciate it.
Well, music is universal. It's transformative. It just gives your life some meaning the way anything else might.
And by the time he reaches this park, instead of throwing a dog a ball, Drew will try playing something equally energizing.
You just feel it. You feel like you want to jump up and dance.
And like walking a dog on a nice day can make you feel good, by the time he and his guitar return home, Drew has no doubt he'll be feeling even better. Adam Swatsky, CTV News, Vancouver.
Sunshine and strumming. That is it for CTV News Vancouver Island. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.